I'd like to speak about the recording of the last online seminar or last webinar, and also the webinars at the end of this month. So the last one that we did, or actually it's not the very last one, the last one hasn't been edited properly yet, but the one before that has been edited and is online and is available from my website and on the page, the central core of holographic breathing, and I'll leave a link below to that. And I'm just going to describe a bit what we did in that webinar and how we're going to lead on from that in the next webinar. They're not actually webinars, they're online seminars, but people know what I'm meaning when I say webinar. That last one was an upgrade or a activation. When people first learn holographic breathing, that is an activation. It's not a technique. They're not imposing something on the breath. They're not doing the breath in a certain way. It's a memory that comes to life. It starts off learning it. It starts off as a bit of a doing, but then at a certain point the body takes over and there's a memory, a cellular memory that starts working. A whole reality that previously was hidden comes to life and starts waking up within us. It is part of us and comes to life. It's evolutionary. It takes people forwards. And that last one was another activation, the way you do holographic breathing at the minute. If you do that activation, it will upgrade it. Again, the way you experience holographic breathing, the way you do it will change. It will be different. After that, it will be deeper, be more profound. Your physical breath will be deeper. And one of the major things that one does, it starts to more strongly activate the motion of the cranial bones. Now these bones all move in a very natural, or a natural way, meant to be natural way, with the breath. And holographic breathing brings this to life, and in that particular activation it makes that much more apparent. Especially the face is opening and dropping on the in-breath, or opening and rotating around on the in-breath, and closing and rotating back on the out-breath. And the back of the cranium is also rotating round and opening, rotating back and closing, and through the whole skull. That is happening. All of the bones, these sutures where they join together, they're opening and rotating and turning in different ways. And within holographic breathing and our normal breath, these are opening and closing. And in the last online seminar we did a particular activation, and it works very much with this circular motion through the whole face, and that after a while comes round to the sides, and you also get a breath sideways, opening on the in-breath, closing on the out-breath. And that activation is also available on that same page below the online seminar one. There's another one that says the lateral motion of the breath. I think it's about a 3-hour seminar, meditations, and that activation to start off with, to activate it, and then taking it through the bones of the face and the whole body. But we will be moving on to that in the next online seminars. One is going to be, I think, the 27th, Tuesday the the 27th of March, and the other on the Wednesday the 4th of April. So, and they're about the same thing, so you only have to do one. You can happily do two if you wish. And again, I'll put a link below so you can click on those. And we will again bring in this activation. It starts working in this particular way that I've described, and we'll also do the activation for the sideways motion of the breath to allow that to happen. And these two motions combine to kind of make a sphere, a spherical opening and closing with the breath of all of the bones of the face and how that moves down the spine. So we'll be doing that in the next online seminar. And there is this excuse me, I got a hair in my throat, it keeps coming back. There is that natural motion of the bones that spreads through the whole body, that spreads through everything, but there is also an unwinding, a releasing, how these different bones are very subtle. It feels huge, but it's obviously very subtle. It may feel like one bone's turning one way and then turning the other and relating to another bone, and they're turning and opening, like free movement, but energetically and internally. And this really does have an effect. It really does. These bones change shape, their movements become larger and more pronounced. So how to work with that, how to engage, not only showing where they're moving in their natural trajectories, but also how to be with this unwinding and how that travels through the whole body, through the brain and everything. And that's a bit like if someone just does some unwinding of their body and just letting it unwind, and after a while it's just wherever the body wants to move, it just becomes this natural unwinding from inside, and everything starts releasing in a very subtle way, and it feels big. All these bones start doing the same thing, so you can be in the general movement of the bones, and then also they can start all of this, and how to be with that, how to bring that to light, how the different bones relate to each other with that. So that is the next online seminar or webinar that we'll be going to, and you can get the previous one from my website. If you go to the inner core of holographic breathing, that is where that is there, and all of the videos, all of the downloads on that page are about the inner workings of holographic breathing, the inner energies of holographic breathing, upgrades, activations. They're all that side of it, and well worth pursuing. So they're there and available, and I'm available in the next online seminar, webinar, at the end of this month, at the end of March, and also one at the beginning of April. So people from all over the world can come and enjoy and engage in that. It's there for you. Okay. Thank you for listening. Oh, and I'd just like to say, people who are doing holographic breathing, whatever level you're doing it, whether it's just the first initiation to learn holographic breathing or whether you go on to further videos, fantastic. It's really nice to feel this whole thing, this tree, this energy growing. So enjoy, and thank you.